Alrighty. Getting back into it. Hopefully this stream actually works. That would be ideal. Alright, might as well put this thing on so I'm not blowing out everybody's ears. How's it going today? Let everybody get going here. Yeah, yesterday didn't quite work out well. Did not get any streaming done. I streamed for about an hour and use old UPBGE. Oh man. My main project's on the newer version though. It's kind of what I want to work on today, but we shall see. Like the 2.5 UPBG are you talking about? Hmm. Because I got 2.5, I got Armory, I got Range Engine. But I guess we'll have to see what everybody wants to do, I guess. I don't even think I have any projects on the old one much anymore. Just my first person character starting thing. But yes, if we're gonna use the old version, what are we gonna do? Armory is in the newer versions of Blender, so like 3.3 LTS and stuff like that. Range is using the legacy Blender game engine, so it's like 2.79 for theirs. In fact, let's see. So this is Range Engine 1.4. I'm not sure if they have a new update out or not, but this is the one I have, Preview 3. And yeah, it's basically like UPBGE 2.5 in a way, kind of the same platform, but it has some of the interface and stuff is more resembles the newer versions of Blender. Whereas Armory, if we open up Armory, yeah, I did too for a long time. I used UPBGE 2.5 for quite a few years actually, the longest out of all the engines. And then I moved over to the newer version of the 0.3 just because I like the logic node system. But this is Armory right here. And Armory, instead of being integrated, kind of like UPBGE is, yeah, if you have to do a lot of stuff to make it not lag. Here I'll show you my project. This is a 0.3, and I'll show you what my game kind of looks like so far. It's not huge, but it doesn't lag too bad. Except I'm streaming, so it's not going to respond. I'm going to eat my words. That or I just have too many things of. Oh, there we go. Oh, but I should probably go into the camera. There we go. So this is my game in the newer version. Start. And as far as performance goes, it's not too bad. Getting about 60 frames a second. Yeah. But anyways, I'll show you. Is UPBGE hacks PC? Uh, what do you mean by that? Like, does UPBGE hack your PC? I don't quite understand. Oh yeah, I was noticing that. Let me see what I might be able to change. Live chat replay, live chat. Oh, I don't even have slow mode on. What's up with that? Oh, let me try going straight through OBS instead of. Maybe it's a little bit faster. Because I was going through the creator dashboard on YouTube, so it might just be that. Here we go. Do people download your games? No, I've never posted them publicly. A lot of them they're just little mini projects where I let my friends or something play them. But other than that, I haven't really done a full uh, release or anything. Hey, welcome to the chat. 3D gun models. I'm sure those are pretty cool. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Welcome, one and all. So let's make a vid on EN. You know what's funny? My thing has this emote kind of chat feature on it, but it covers up the latest comment. How much RBX do you have? I don't even know what RBX is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Nope, I don't think that's it. Oh, there we go. Now the chat's back. Okay. Oh, Robux, dude. I haven't played. I haven't played that in. Oh, how many years is it now? Probably like 7. I think I was still a pretty little kid when I was playing Roblox. I don't even know what's on my account anymore. I think I tried loading it. Yeah, I tried loading it about a couple weeks ago or something. I was just gonna check it out. I was planning on making a video on it, and it crashed immediately. I couldn't even load a game, so I just was like, "Oh, okay," and then never touched it again. How enemies move automatically and follow you. Oh, so you want to see like doing some stuff with enemies? Because we could do that. What version would you like to see that in, though? Because there's different ways to do it in different versions. Oh, wait a minute. How games are okay. If only I could see past. Let's see. Okay, there we go. How games are launched and uploaded. So yeah, there's a couple of ways to do that. Make tutorial. Okay. Um, I have done it for not the process of uploading it to the internet or anything, but the process of what's the proper way to say it? Uh, exporting your game to be uploaded. I did that for Range, but it's pretty outdated by now. See if I can. I have to use YouTube so I can actually read chat. I gotta figure out a better way to do that. Or is it possible to get rid of this? I do not know. Launch any games. Did launched any games. Well, I probably could do a tutorial on how to how to make a launcher for your games. I'd have to really put that one together though. Otherwise, if you use like BG armor for UPBGE or range armor, or just export it through Armory, whatever version of Blender you prefer, and then you could just probably, after doing that, upload it to itch.io or something. Otherwise, if you're gonna launch it to Steam, you're going to probably still have to pay the $100 fee. Which country? I'm a USA boy. There we go. Try to play test this a little bit. Oh, missed the jump. Hmm. What should I add now? let the shaders compile. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think a majority, as far as people who watch my channel, are from other places, like India and Europe. Seems like, but okay. Now I got to build a way to get up to this last platform. Preferably something that's going to make more sense. Because I have this, and I want the player to be able to go up here, but I don't want it to be the easy way up. So I think I'll add a couple of barrels, because the big thing about this game is being able to pick individual things up and then use those to traverse the landscape. So let's take this. Maybe I'll take a wall or something. Let's grab this pillar. Let's put one over here. There we go. And then I think what we'll do is rotate this 90 degrees. Oops. That was interesting. Then rotate it to Z90. And just make it look like it's kind of fallen over there. There we go. And that one will be right there. And let's move this one over here. There we go. If I can rotate this properly. And then that'll go right there. Let's lower this one. Not quite sure what the purpose of this is, but it'll be kind of cool. So you'll walk around this way and then walk back up towards the center. Let's take this one, rotate it back to being kind of straight up. And then move this one over here. There we go. We'll add some rocks and stuff to fill that in. As well as over there. Like this rock can move over here. Scale that down. And a little bit of a platform for the player to climb up. Like that. Now we're going to need one more. Okay. Also tell me how to add cubes as in Minecraft. The best way I would probably, I mean, there's a couple of guys who have some YouTube tutorials from a pretty long time ago on how to do it, and they still work. I did it for one of my old videos a couple years ago. But as far as using logic nodes and stuff, it's still pretty difficult. I mean, you could use the ray system, and then placing objects isn't the problem. It's making them snap, which is the problem. Because then you'll have to find out a way to convert the vectors to align with where your ray is going. So that's going to be where the issue lies. So you want to know how to use the actuators to place cubes? Let's do a little thing. It'll be pretty quick. So we got a camera. Let's split our screen here, give ourselves some logic bricks to work with. Except actually we can't do it with logic bricks. We'll use the logic bricks for the camera. So we'll go mouse, put it on every frame, and then we'll just go. So every frame, we want another mouse. Set that to look. Now we can look around. Except I actually have to put movement on so that it's just free look. Let's give ourselves a little bit more field of view, turn that to 30. We have our cube. Let's make a new collection. So I'm in the logic brick editor right now, but I'm doing that just for the camera. It's nice and simple. And then the logic node editor is where I do the cube thing, to add cubes or place cubes or whatever, like in Minecraft. Yes, I have used logic nodes. And if you just started using UPBGE a few days ago, definitely need to go through a few more tutorials and stuff like that. And this would probably, to do the placing cube thing, I'd have to make a full tutorial. It's really complicated to do with nodes. Now, oh, I just realized I totally just switched my scene and did not save. So I just lost everything I just did there. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. I did. Okay. And I will show you guys my logic nodes that I've been using for this project. And as you can see, it's a big mess. This is a nightmare. Yeah, logic bricks are definitely, I would say, a lot more user-friendly, a lot easier to learn. Hey, nice. That's a perfect base project. I guess it depends on how ambitious you want to be. Because I would say give yourself a few weeks practice and then start learning a few new things here and there. And so, like picking up the barrel, like what I did for that. Let's do an example here with logic nodes. So, in my game project, I can pick up and place these barrels. And the way I did that is in the player's hand, I have these barrels here and a log, because you can also pick up logs. And all this is doing, at least for the barrel, is when I press E and the property, it evaluates the property. And if I go to my dashboard, there is a property on my armature. And this property is, well, I got walk and run, and that's for sounds, but pickup is the 0. And when the pickup property is equal 0, you're allowed to pick up an object. So what it's doing is take an array, and then it shoots this ray out just past the player. So when you walk up to an object, it will detect the property barrel. It gets the position and rotation from 2 empties down here. And these empties are what control the distance of the ray and their position in the world. Then the object that is picked from the ray with the property barrel will be deleted. And these 2 ands connect the has result to the evaluate property in E key, which tell it to play the animation, which is the pickup animation. Then, when it started, it will set the visibility of the held barrel, which is right here. What will happen when you want to pick up another barrel when you already have one picked? Well, we'll just take a look at it. So if I pick up a barrel, and then go and try picking up this barrel, it just places the barrel on top of it. Like so. That's kind of how I got away from that. But there is one glitch, one thing that I'm still working on. So if I cut this tree down, and then let that log fall over, and we'll just chop this log. So if I have a log in my hand and I try to pick up a barrel, you can see it glitches out and doesn't play the animation. So I got to figure out that. So, but as far as like trying to pick up 2 same items, you can't. But it does do the same thing with the log and the barrel, and the log and the log. So it's just only when you're holding a barrel and trying to pick up a log, or a log and then trying to pick up a barrel. I don't know, it's strange. So I just got to fix that. Other than that, going back to the way the barrel pickup works, after it sets the visibility, when it started, it is setting the property to 1, and that is the reason you can't pick up the same item that you're carrying. Like, you can't just pick up a second log, is because it sets the property to 1, and then the sound is obviously just when you pick it up. Then, when you're holding the log and you press E and the property is equal to 1, then the object will spawn the barrel and then set the visibility of the barrel in the hand to 0 or to off. I definitely wouldn't say it's AAA worthy or ready. It does kind of look okay. I did start this project about 2 days ago or so. I think. Actually, when was my first video? Maybe I'm lying about that. I don't remember. But it wasn't very long ago. Maybe a week at the most. And as you can see, we have all this world that we have to fill up with dungeon entrances. And a little town. Because I did get a comment about some ideas, and I do want to try doing NPCs, which will also make a great tutorial, because I have an idea of how I want to do NPCs. I spent all night last night thinking about it. So, can I take a screen? Sure. Go for it. And if you can improve it, that'd be awesome. I'll just leave it up here for a while for anybody who wants to take them. Give it another minute. Alrighty. Now you guys want to see some some real spaghetti? Oh, we'll have to go over the camera collider if anybody's interested. I do have the my camera collider nodes as well. So if you would like to see those, I will show you. Otherwise, let's take a look at some really bad logic. I do not do. I have dabbled in HTML and Python a little bit, but not to the point where I could do anything really cool with it. I did the thing where you make like a choose your own adventure game in Python. Oh, how the barrel nodes are interacting? Yeah. If I go to Logic Node Editor. So I'll just give you the short version of it. So basically what we have are the keys, so the actual buttons and stuff that are turning it on. And then it's using a ray to pick the object. So the ray will pick a barrel property. I got cat hair and dog hair all over the place. It'll take the ray, it'll pick the object. The object that is picked will be removed, and the animation will play. When the animation plays, it sets the visibility and the property to 1 and invisible. Then it plays a sound for the interaction. Then, to drop the barrel, all it's doing is saying, okay, this property is equal to 1, and then you press E, and it will add the object, play a sound, set the visibility to invisible, and set the property to 0 so you can pick up another item. Then it plays the idle animation to go back to idle and exit the pickup state, basically. I'm using layers and layer weights to blend all the animations together. So, and that's the basic of how that works. And the other thing I want to show you guys is the camera collider for my game. And it's actually pretty simple how it works, but it is pretty nice. I do have to fine tune it a little bit, because if I run up to this wall and then get too close to my player, it'll push the camera through the wall just for a second, but you can see like I do have to fix that. So the way the camera collider works, don't know why that's still there. Is wait a minute, is that it? That's all my stuff. I guess it's not exactly a very big string of nodes, but what's happening is on update, so every frame, it is casting a ray between. So it's casting a ray between this empty here which I think I'm going to end up moving like right here between this ray and this ray. Nice. Yeah, like as long as you know how to use Blender, using the actual game engines are pretty explanatory, or self-explanatory, I should say. And pretty much everything integrates with itself inside of Blender. All right. In fact, let me try moving this empty here. I'm just gonna move the empty inside the player's head. I'm gonna have to probably turn the player invisible. I also gotta move this camera out a little bit. Oh, yep. I'll have to find a way to turn the character invisible. All right, more logic nodes. Oh, that is a. Oh yeah, the axe logic. As you can see, there's quite a bit going on with the axe. The way this works is when you press the button. It's using a ray again. I use a lot of rays. I love rays. Rays are awesome. Oh yeah, yeah, like that. I always end up doing it on accident while I'm working. I'll just leave this one up too if you want the axe logic. Hmm. Alrighty. Okay. All right. I guess I'm done explaining this project. I'll probably work on it on my own time. If there's anything you want me to see me do or explain, just let me know, and I will do my best to explain it. Otherwise, yeah, let's go to a blank. To get more good experience. Oh, what am I gonna implement next? Uh, I think what I want to do is get this level working, or kind of the entrance to the dungeon. I'm going to be using separate blend files as levels instead of trying to do them all in one project, because the project files just get too big, and with the with UPBGE 0.3 it just gets really laggy, and I don't want that. So I'm going to separate everything. The overworld will be basically its own level, and then within the overworld you'll be able to go to different dungeons and stuff like that, which will load in separately. Kind of Nintendo style loading systems. But I think I might try. You know what? Let's work on an NPC. I think that'd be cool. Play game, show how it works. Oh, they don't work? The library loads? Okay. Let's see. I wonder if I could do... I might do a test, but I might have to... Because I want to build the level, and then we'll see if I can't find a good way to get them to load properly. Welcome to the stream for the first time watching. I wonder what a cool dungeon would be, because I think the idea I want to do for this is you go through the caverns. It'll be kind of your first dungeon after you get your weapon, because there was a good idea about adding a blacksmith that you do stuff for, and then you finally get a weapon shop to buy from. I've not added enemies to this game yet. This one is enemy free at the moment. Because I'm kind of working on the I want to work on the levels and stuff, because I've never actually finished a full like world. But other than that, let's try working on NPC. Plus, it might be fun to do some animation and stuff like that. So to do my NPC, I think what I'll do, select all my character parts here. Load, I had some problem level objects when imported lose child parent hierarchy. Oh, that is interesting. Well, let's try a little experiment. Let's go to a new file. Let's do a new general. I kind of want to load the library and see what happens, or just import it. We can do this two ways. I'm going to try doing it with logic bricks and logic nodes. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Today we're just kind of, I don't know, more talking than anything. I was just about to test the loading libraries and stuff like that to load levels. There is a webcam today. Yeah, hello. And the game is basically, I'm still working on it. Oh, it's definitely not finished yet, the idea. So perhaps I'll go over it in a full video after I actually finish writing everything. But yeah, anyways, let's do a keyboard to test out this spawning the library. All right, and let's go game. And we'll just start game from file, see what happens. Yeah, let's do the old TPS controller. So now if I press spacebar, let's see what happens if it loads the game or crashes. That'll be interesting. Well, it's not looking good so far. Oh, there it goes. Huh. Okay, so let's try going into the camera and doing the same thing. See what happens. Spacebar, let it load. Oh yeah? What kind of idea? Oh, well, the camera doesn't load in properly, but the it looks like the player still works. Let's see if we can cut down a tree from this top-down view. Well, I just have to figure out the camera situation. Safecraft, welcome to the stream. There are some add-ons for multiplayer in UPBGE. I do not know much about them. I do have them downloaded on my computer, but I'd never used them really. That I still don't fully understand how it works. But there are some YouTube videos showing them. But I don't think there's any really going into depth or actually talking in their video about the multiplayer system. Python or JavaScript? Well, they're both pretty messy. Or are you talking about what's being used? Otherwise, if that's the case, it's Python. And JavaScript. I want to try it out. If possible, I do. If not, then I'm going to have to find another way to load them. Because in the old version, like UPBGE 2.5 or range, what I would do is I'd just make the levels in different scenes and then load the scenes instead of loading separate files. You haven't found any videos on UPBGE? There's quite a few. In fact, I think well, let's go. Default Cube is also doing tutorials now on UPBGE, which is awesome to see. Let's just pull this over. There we go. So I can actually read chat. I gotta pull this up again. Or maybe not. Okay. Can I possibly see through that? There is need of making videos. Yeah. Like I'm working on stuff. Oh, there's my live stream. But if also Default Cube is doing some good tutorials on how to start, at least in the newer version, like the version that I'm using currently. And then there's a ton of people who do like demos and stuff. And then, in fact, these are all the tutorials that I watched when I was learning. Most of them. It's been a long time. Anyways, there's a lot of good resources, and I have some older tutorials on my channel. You haven't found it useful. So what are you exactly looking for in a tutorial? Like a exact beginner guide on how to do it? Suggest channel? Well, it depends on what version you're you're trying to use. Like what kind of stuff are you trying to make, I guess. Otherwise, the Timpster has some really good stuff, but they're all really old videos because he hasn't made videos in a long time. Let's go UPBGE tutorials. Oops, caps lock was on. Whatever, it'll work. Okay. Most people are doing them in 0.3 now. Oh, I should probably actually share what I'm looking at. There we go. So, like Minecraft? Well, let's see. UPBGE. Minecraft. Oops, caps lock is still on. As you can see, I've made a lot of videos on Minecraft kind of stuff. But otherwise, if you're looking for a way to actually get your hands on it, Marlon, he hasn't posted in a while, I don't think, but he did a Minecraft system and has a tutorial and a download to his project. So if you want to mess around with 2.5 UPBGE 2.5 in a Minecraft-like game system. Then there's a bunch of people who have, and I've watched most of these. I've seen a ton of people show it off, but not actually show how to do it. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hey. We're just looking at all sorts of random stuff. All right. But yeah, if you do find projects, always check the description because sometimes they have download links, and then you can mess with them and learn how to use them. All right. I wonder. Yeah, that is very true. Like, you could use a 6-year-old tutorial on logic bricks and it'd still work. Like the Python, like if you're learning to code and you try to go that far back, it almost never works because the language changes so much over the years. But logic bricks have stayed the same. Yeah, if you want to do Python, you might have to change like your syntax a little bit, but for the most part, the old tutorials still work. Like, let's see. Let's see if it's just Timster. There we go. Let's see. Blender. Did I spell that right? I'm pretty sure I had an E in it, right? Let's see. Blender game engine. Yeah, it does take a long time to learn. He didn't get rid of his channel, did he? Oh, there's a ton of Unity tutorials on FPS. Okay. UPBGE FPS tutorial. Oh yeah, I think it is the 3R. Also, small error can be a large error in the output. Do you know any way to not destroy UV maps of realized instances? Gotta like get closer to my screen so I can actually read it. Realized instances. I am not sure actually. I don't think I've had an issue with that. That inster, okay. Let's see if I can. Let's type that in. That. Oh, there we go. 8 years ago. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's been that long. These were the tutorials I watched when I was first learning, like 7, 8 years ago. I think they were probably only a year old, like 7 months to a year old when I first watched these. 9 years ago? Crazy. Yeah, you can learn how to do decals on walls, like blood effects from them, all in Python. How to add camera bobbing. There's a lot of these tutorials I haven't even watched. Let's go to his channel.
As many of you will.
There we go. His latest video is a year ago. That's insane. How to change animation speed. But yeah, he's got a ton of good tutorials. I actually watched his skinned ragdoll, and it was what gave me the idea to do the ragdolls that I do in most of my games. And actually, I watched that one when it came out. I've heard this name, but I don't know if. Let me see if I watched John Hamilton's content. FPS with inventory demo. Oh yeah, I have watched a couple of these. I didn't know he did tutorials though. I love this banner. That's beautiful. Yeah, they're all super old as well. Yeah, so it just takes a little bit of Googling, a little bit of looking around. You'll find a lot of good information. Yeah, let's see. What else do we have? It's kind of hard. Like, those are kind of my two mains. And then everything. Like, I haven't watched a ton of tutorials in a while now, but let's see. Like, I think nowadays, if I'm looking for a tutorial, it's about something very, very specific. And most of the time, there's none on it. But let's go UPBGE. Oh, you know what? Here, Exponential. We'll do armory. If you're wanting to learn armory and stuff, the armory some good. If you want to learn armory in the Blender game engine, there's some really good tutorials here. They have oops, if I can find them. Exponential 3D, I believe, is one of the names, and I think he's the one who
My name is Will.
does a lot of videos on this community channel. See if I can't find his channel. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Exponential 3D tutorials. I'd check those out. Those are really good. So, and with Armory, you can make mobile games and console games as well. So if you're looking to do that or work on mobiles, then I would check out Exponential 3D. Oh, as well as HTML games. You can do those in Armory as well. And that's really cool. But yeah, those are kind of my suggestions for people. We did a whole lot of no Blender stuff, but at least we got some sharing the info. That's what Blender's all about. And with that, I think I'm going to jump off here. I got to get going and doing some stuff. Gotta do life, I guess. But anyways, thank you all for joining the channel, coming in and watching whatever we do on here. Streams are kind of just random, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Maybe I'll actually plan something out so we can do some learning. Anyways, thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next stream. No problem. Take care, everyone. Can't wait to stream again. Hopefully every weekend, Saturday and Sunday is the plan. Sunday morning, Saturday